What's up, everybody? It is Luke Bella with the Sideline Scoop, and today I thought we'd take a look at Jordan Love and basically his progress so far up to this point in training camp. In the past few days, there's been some reports coming out from people who have been, there watching them play that he hasn't looked very good. That he's been super inaccurate. Apparently, hasn't really looked like he has it all together yet. And so I think some people might be wondering, does this matter? Should we be worried about Jordan Love and that he hasn't really looked too great in training camp? So I think what people need to remember is that, Jordan Love, this is his first year. He's a rookie in the league. And this season, with the whole situation that's going on, he hasn't had the time to be able to grow with this offense, through OTAs, throughout the entire offseason, being on the virtual offseason, not having time to basically play and, do all those normal things that rookies would get to do before training camp starts. He's just been completely thrown into this, in the past couple weeks, his first time on the field with these players. And I think that to expect him to come in immediately as a rookie quarterback, come into the training camp and just completely, be perfect in all he does, I think that's a very, high expectation for him. And I don't think that's necessarily a fair expectation to have of Jordan Love up to this point. I think, for most rookies, coming in this year is going to be a lot harder considering they haven't had the most, at the time that most people have had when it comes to the past, basically the offseason that they've had after they basically been selected to the team that they've drafted to. And I think that's one thing that you sort of have to keep in mind with Jordan Love. And so I think considering it is his first year, people did see him more as a project. Basically, the Packers picked him knowing that they would have to basically train him up and, over time, maybe have him be ready to come in the next couple of years. They didn't draft him to come in and play this year, obviously, considering we have Aaron Rodgers. And the fact that it's only his first 2 weeks in training camp, I don't think there should be any worries if he isn't looking amazing yet. He has like a couple of years to basically grow, to learn from Aaron Rodgers, to learn from his mistakes, to go through all these reps. In these first couple of weeks in training camp, he's completely fresh. He's learning a completely new system. He's having to get things down. He's having to, memorize the playbook, memorize the system, and do all these things at once. And so I don't think there's any reason to be worried so far that he doesn't look like a solid, stellar quarterback. He has so much time to grow. He has so much time to progress into the quarterback that people really think he can be. So this is what Matt LaFleur had to say about him recently. He said, "I just told him, hey, you can't play hesitant. You can't play tentative. We tell the quarterbacks indecisive equals ineffective. And sometimes I know a lot is going through his mind right now, but sometimes you've just got to shut it off and let your instincts take over and really go out and rip the ball. That's a challenge to him right now." So it seems that right now he's just overthinking things. He just has so much going through his mind that he's really overthinking, every time he throws the ball, he's overthinking, sort of what he has to do in this offense. And that seems to be slowing him down right now. I think when we take a look at some quarterbacks in their rookie seasons, even guys like Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes, of course I'm not comparing Jordan Love to those guys necessarily, but for those guys, when they played the rookie season, and it wasn't until year 2 that they really erupted and became the quarterbacks that they are right now. Some of the best quarterbacks in the league. And even though Jordan Love isn't really probably going to play this year unless something terrible happens and like Aaron Rodgers goes down, I think it just sort of shows you that you got to give these quarterbacks time. You have to give these guys time in the offense they're learning. You have to give them time when it comes to just developing as a player. He's barely gotten any reps so far up to this point, and I think as he gets more and more reps, then he will basically grow as a player. And it's at that point, after he's had some more time, he's learned from Aaron Rodgers, he's learned this offense. If at that point he still isn't performing and still underperforming, I think that's when you sort of have to be worried. But right now, considering it's his first week of training camp or his first couple weeks of training camp, and he's just having to learn the offense, do everything, I don't think there's any reason to be worried. So next, if we take a look at what offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett basically had to say about Jordan Love so far, he said, "Without the experience, you feel like he just needs more time to learn how to be able to play and go out there and play within the system." So basically, as you can see, he just needs time. He just needs time in this system. He just needs time to grow, time to basically learn this offense, get the reps in. Jordan Love has time to develop. He doesn't have to be ready this year or probably next year. He's a few years to basically learn and develop and grow. And I think that's what, most people sort of expect from him coming into 2020. And the last thing I want to take a look at is quarterbacks coach Luke Getsy. He's had this to say. He said, "The virtual stuff really enabled us to dive deep in the details of the offense." So I think for a new guy that just walked into a building at the end of July to be where he's at mentally, I think he's in a pretty good place. So it seems that, the quarterbacks coach thinks that Jordan Love is basically in a good place right now. And considering all that he's had to go through, being in the virtual offseason, he's really done a good job of sort of getting things, starting to learn things and getting ready for the upcoming season. And so I think overall, you just have to sort of take his performance right now with a grain of salt, considering all that I've said in this video, what the coaches have said. He just needs time to learn the system, to grow, to get the reps, and, just basically to become the player he can be by learning from Aaron Rodgers. And, as time goes by, I think we're going to see a lot more and a lot better from Jordan Love in the next couple of years. So that's basically going to be all for this video. If you guys liked it, make sure you like the video down below. If you want to see some more Packers content, make sure you subscribe. And that's going to be all for this video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.